Hello! Today we will be continuing with our 100% playthrough of Dragon Age Origins. We are actually going to be tackling one of the origin stories today, so let's get straight into that. We'll be doing the Human Noble. I will pick a female that is actually relevant for something I want to show in the main playthrough later on. Won't matter so much during the origin story itself. We'll pick Human, of course. We'll go Warrior, although you could be a Rogue as well. Warrior, Human Noble. There we go. We'll keep the default with Alyssa Kuzland here. As for these, as a warrior, we'll buff up these stats, and one on dexterity, there we go. As usual, I'll go with coercion, and then for her skills, you can see we already have shield bash, we'll add shield pommel to that. And for the other one, I might go with shield block. Yeah, we'll do that. Normal difficulty sounds good.
For generations, your family, the Kuzlans, has stewarded the lands of Highever, earning the loyalty of your people with justice and temperance. When your country was occupied by the Orlesian Empire, your father and grandfather served the embattled kings of your land. Today, your elder brother takes up House Kuzlan's banner in service to the crown, not against the men of Orlais, but against the bestial Darkspawn rising in the south.
I trust then that your troops will be here shortly.
I expect they will start arriving tonight, and we can march tomorrow. I apologize for the delay, my lord. This is entirely my fault.
No. The appearance of the Darkspawn in the south has us all scrambling, doesn't it? I only received the call from the king a few days ago myself. I'll send my eldest off with my men. You and I will ride tomorrow just like the old days.
True. Though we both had less grey in our hair then. And we fought Orlesians, not monsters.
At least the smell will be the same. I'm sorry, Pop, I didn't see you there. How? You remember my daughter?
I see she's become a lovely young woman. Pleased to see you again, my dear.
And you, Alhau.
My son Thomas asked after you. Perhaps I should bring him with me next time.
To what end?
Ha! To what end, she says. So glib, too. She's just like her mother when she talks like that.
See what I contend with, Hal? There is no telling my fierce girl anything these days. Make her bless her heart.
No doubt because you've trained her as a warrior. How unique.
At any rate, Pop, I summoned you for a reason. While your brother and I are both away, I'm leaving you in charge of the castle.
I'll do my best, Father.
Now, that's what I'd like to hear. Only a token force is remaining here, and you must keep peace in the region. You know what they say about mice when the cat is away, yes? There's also someone you must meet. Please, show Duncan in.
It is an honor to be a guest within your hall, Teyrn Kuzland.
Your lordship, you didn't mention that a Grey Warden would be present.
Duncan arrived just recently, unannounced. Is there a problem?
Of course not. But a guest of this stature demands certain protocol. I am at a disadvantage.
We rarely have the pleasure of seeing one in person, that's true. Pup, Brother Aldous taught you who the Grey Wardens are, I hope.
They defeated the Darkspawn long ago.
Not permanently, I fear.
Without their warning of the Darkspawn rising now, half the nation could have been overrun before we'd had a chance to react. Duncan is looking for recruits before joining us and his fellow Wardens in the south. I believe he's got his eye on Sir Gilmore.
If I might be so bold, I would suggest that your daughter is also an excellent candidate.
Honor though that might be, this is my daughter we're talking about.
Is there a reason I shouldn't join them?
You did just finish saying that Grey Wardens are heroes, old friend.
I've not so many children that I'll gladly see them all off to battle. Unless you intend to invoke the right of conscription.
Have no fear. While we need as many good recruits as we can find, I've no intention of forcing the issue.
Pup, can you ensure that Duncan's requests are seen to while I'm gone?
Of course.
In the meantime, find Fergus, and tell him to lead the troops to Ostagar ahead of me.
But I'd like to stay and talk to Duncan.
You'll have plenty of time after we're gone. We must discuss the battle plans in the south. Be a good lass and do as I've asked. We'll talk soon.
Okay, here we are with our human noble character. A couple of interesting things from that opening cutscene. The first is actually just how different it is to so many of the other origin stories because we are a noble. So unlike many of them, like the dwarf commoner or the mage even, we as a human noble are kind of the best in the eyes of Ferelden. Everyone else is kind of looked down on, but it's very interesting to see how different it is life as a human noble compared to everyone else. The other thing I'll just draw your attention to briefly in that opening cutscene is Alhal's reaction to seeing Duncan there. He certainly wasn't pleased, and we do find out why he might have been a little annoyed later on. So for now, just I'll bring attention to it, and we'll keep moving on. What I am doing now is I am just kind of exploring the castle. I know there are a couple of... We obviously have the quest to go and find Fergus, but there are a couple of codex entries and the like we can get around the castle, although I am having really no luck at finding any of them right now. So there are a couple of codex entries, a few people to speak to, that sort of thing around the castle, so it is worth exploring a little bit. Let's see, what's this room? Guard post. I don't think there's anything in here.
Oh, my lady, we were just,
Okay, well, we do get a wee interaction here. Ignoring your duties.
Well, the treasury's safe. I'm not even sure why the Terran stationed us here.
Do you always question your duties?
No, my lady, of course not.
Then perhaps you'd better get back to work.
Yes, my lady. Thank you, my lady.
You can let them keep playing cards if you want. I actually don't think it makes a difference at all, but either way. That's the main hall again. Let's actually use the map. It's something I'm doing very badly. Okay, there's one of the places. I want the chapel.
Maker, prepare a place for us. Redeem our world from sin. Forgive our transgressions.
Maker, forgive us all.
Have you come to pray for your brother and father? I'd be happy to ask for the Maker's blessings with you.
I would appreciate that, Mother Malol.
Please, child. Call me Malol. I've known you since you were a wee babe after all. Creator of the sky, the land, and the sea. Hear your people in our time of need.
Maker, watch over us.
Let no man have cause to fear the shadows. Let their souls be lifted upon your return. So let it be.
Maker, forgive us all.
There now. I'll be keeping a vigil tonight. You're welcome to come. There are many more who must receive the Maker's blessings before they leave. If you would excuse me.
I should, thank you, Malol.
It is the least I could do. If the worst comes to pass, child, take comfort in knowing that the Maker's will takes many forms. We shall talk once the soldiers have departed.
Although you can make any of the origins kind of believe in the what the Chantry preaches, the human noble is certainly the most predisposed towards it, just from a lore standpoint.
It has begun.
As usual with these origin stories, I'm not going to read out the codex entries. We'll have read them all in the main playthrough, but we are certainly getting a few of them now. So I'm just going to go through and clear them. There's the DLC ones, and then the controls ones, which are fine. Okay, sweet. Is there anything else in the chapel? Just that codex entry on the bench, and there is another book over here. Chant of Light, the Blight. Alrighty. It's not the only area I wanted to find though. Where are the other ones? I don't need the kitchen right now, or the atrium. The library is the other place I want. Okay.
Good evening, milady.
Ah, it's this one here.
There
I've
you
run
are.
past it several
Your
times.
mother told me the Terran had summoned you, so I didn't want to interrupt.
Why are you looking for me?
I fear your hound has the kitchens in uproar once again, and is threatening to leave.
Did the dog get into the larder again?
No matter how the maids try to keep him out, he always finds a way in. You know these Mabari hounds. He'll listen to his mistress, but anyone else risks having an arm bitten off.
He knows better than to hurt anyone.
I'm not willing to test that. You're quite lucky to have your own Mabari warhound, you know. Smart enough not to talk, my father used to say. Of course, that means he's easily bored. Nan swears he confounds her just to amuse himself. At any rate, your mother would have me accompany you until the matter is settled, shall we?
To the kitchen, then.
Just follow the yelling. When Nan's unhappy, she makes sure everyone knows it.
There we go.
Good evening, milady.
And we've got our first party member here. Right. If we head into the study, there are a few codexes to get, I think. Not that I can see any of them right now. There's a book down here. I don't see a book, but okay. Here we go. History of Ferelden, Chapter 2. That means Chapter 1 is probably around here somewhere as well. If I had to guess, it's over here. Yep, there's Chapter 1. Cool. And I think the only other codex entry in here is from talking to Aldous.
Hello, my dear girl. By chance, I am beginning to teach these young squires about your family's history.
Do we have to? History is boring.
Boys, you are referring to the Couslands, the very family in whose castle you live. Show some respect.
Still the same taskmaster, I see.
If the mind is not exercised, it withers just as the body does. Perhaps you'd care to join me in teaching the lesson?
Certainly, I'd be happy to.
Wonderful. Oh, the Cousland history is long indeed. Where shall we start?
We predate the founding of the kingdom, yes?
Well, I'm glad some of my lessons don't disappear into that yawning chasm between your ears, young lady.
It's your skill as a tutor, of course.
If I were truly a skilled tutor, I suspect I would not encounter such insouciance amongst my pupils. You can look that up later. At any rate, your family has held the Ternier of Highever since before King Calenhad united Ferelden. In fact, Tierna Elethea Cousland battled Calenhad to maintain Highever's independence.
And Kellen had let us keep the Ternier?
Calenhad wished to unite Ferelden, not conquer it. After Elethea's men were defeated, Calenhad asked her to swear fealty. The boulder where they held council still stands today as a memorial of that event.
We opposed the king.
Well, the Couslands are ardent royalists now, but at that time, Calenhad was unknown and considered dangerous by many. When Calenhad's army reached Highever, Tierna Elethea led the local bands against him. Obviously, Calenhad won.
Tell about our relationship with Al Howe.
The history between the Couslands and the House reaches back to the Orlesian occupation.
When did Orlais occupy Highever?
During your grandfather's rule. Of course, Orlais found it difficult to hold these lands. During the rebellion against Orlais, several battles were fought near Highever. The port village of Harper's Ford was the Ternier's center. Its Jarl was Tarleton Howe. Though nearly 90, he was still as sharp and bitter as cheap ale. Your grandfather openly supported the rebellion, but Howe sided with Orlais. Your family was forced to seize Harper's Ford before it was all over.
But my father and Al Howe are old friends.
The Howes eventually joined the rebellion, when all of Ferelden united behind King Merrick and General Loghain. Just as now we united behind Merrick's son, King Cailan, to fight the Darkspawn.
Time to end the lesson, I think.
Thank you for indulging an old man.
Oh, does that mean we have to listen to you now?
Silence! I will not have you two becoming smart-mouthed hooligans. Perhaps you should go. I doubt they need any more distraction. I'm just going to settle in here and apparently just talk to myself for all the good I'm doing. Damn, that's myself all this way.
There we go, and talking to them gives you this these two codex entries as well. Right, and Aldous has gone straight off to sleep, standing up. That is an interesting skill to have, I guess. Okay, with that, I think we can keep going. So, I want to head to the atrium next.
And my dear Bryce bought this back from Orlais last year. The Marquis who gave it to him was drunk, I understand, and mistook Bryce for the king. Ah, here is my daughter, along with Sir Gilmore. Tell me, Sir Gilmore, has my pup collared that dog yet?
Not just yet, your ladyship.
Darling, do take care of that. That malodorous hound of yours is an excellent protector, but he drives Nan to distraction.
I'm sure they'll fight it out.
Don't give Mother a headache. Sir Gilmore, see that it gets done.
As your ladyship commands.
Good. With any luck, I'll be able to feed my guests before the end of next week. Darling, you remember Lady Landra?
I think we last met at your mother's spring salon.
Of course, it is good to see you again, my lady.
You're too kind, dear girl. Didn't I spend half the salon trying to convince you to marry my son?
And made a very poor case for it, I might add.
You remember my son, Dyron. He's not married yet either.
Don't listen to her. It's good to see you again, milady. You're looking as beautiful as ever.
You're looking handsome yourself.
And this is my lady-in-waiting, Iona. Do say something, dear.
It is a great pleasure, my lady. You are as pretty as your mother describes.
And she says that after seeing you whacking stuffed men in the courtyard, sweating like a mule.
Your daughter's prowess with the blade is most impressive.
I was quite the battle maiden myself in my day. But I think it was the softer arts that helped me land a husband.
I can handle my own affairs, thank you.
All evidence to the contrary.
I think perhaps I shall rest now, my dear. Dyron, I will see you and Iona at supper.
Perhaps we'll retire to the study for now.
Good evening, your ladyship. Sir Gilmore.
Alrighty. Now, the kitchen is that way. There is something I want to do first, though. And that is, I believe, go back to the study, of all places. Let's have a look. Actually, we never went into the study, did we?
Very well.
Maybe there's something in here. So Dyron's in here, as is Iona. There's also Codex Entry, Master Culture for Eldon. Now, Dyron and Iona, there is actually a bit of a hidden quest with these two. I believe you can actually romance them. Or I should say you can romance one of them. Which one doesn't actually matter. You can romance either, regardless of your gender. I'm going to go with Dyron here, but you can romance Iona in basically the same way. So let's talk to him.
Hello again. Your castle study is wonderful. Might I ask whose collection this is?
I don't want to talk about books, Dyron.
Oh, my apologies. What do you wish to discuss then?
I'd like to get to know you a little better.
I'd like that. What did you have in mind?
Tell me about yourself.
There's not much to tell. I am the eldest son of a minor lord. I can't imagine I'm anyone very interesting to you. Gladly. But your mother is expecting me for dinner shortly, as is mine. Perhaps another time? I suppose I could see you after everyone is asleep for something of a more intimate nature, if that is what you mean.
Yes, I'd like that.
I look forward to it. I shall see you then.
There we go. Quest Sweet Dyron. If you did that with Iona, then the quest would be called Sweet Iona, but it's basically the same thing. After some flirtation, Lady Landra's son, Dyron, has agreed to join you in your rooms for the evening. I believe they only agree to join after you've flirted with them a little bit. And I did call Dyron handsome in that conversation we had earlier, so I think that would have helped. But anyway, with that quest got, we can now finally head to the kitchens. Let's go there. I think they're up this way. Yeah, here we are.
Get that bloody mutt out of the larder.
But mistress, it won't let us near.
If I can't get into that larder, I'll skin both of you useless elves, I swear it.
Calm down, good woman. We've come to help.
You and you. Your bloody mongrel keeps getting into my larder. That beast should be put down.
He's not a mongrel, he's a pure-blood Mabari.
A blight wolf is what he is. How am I supposed to work like this?
Oh dear. Mistress, calm down, please.
That's it. I'll quit. Inform the turner. I'll go and cook at some nice estate in the Banorn.
Nan, please. We'll get the dog. Calm down.
Just get him gone. I've enough to worry about with a castle full of hungry soldiers. You two, stop standing there like idiots. Get out of the way.
Very well.
Oh, look at that mess. How did he even get in here?
What a smart boy you are. Oh, yes, you are.
Oh, encourage the hound, why don't you? No wonder he keeps giving Nan fits. He does seem like he's trying to tell you something. Wait, did you hear that?
As always, I'm terrible with naming things, so I'm just going to call him Dog. And we get the Codex Entry dogs in Ferelden, but we are also in a fight because the dog has found some rats. They do go down in one hit, but there are a lot of them. You're not really in danger of dying here though. This is more just to teach you about combat. As well as for the story to introduce you to the dog.
Giant rats? It's like the start of every bad adventure tale my grandfather used to tell. Your hound must have chased them in through their holes. Looks like he wasn't raiding the larder after all.
It certainly looks that way.
Those were rats from the Kokari Wilds. Best not to tell Nan. She's upset enough as it is. But seeing as you've got your Mabari well in hand, I'll be on my way. I'm to prepare for the arrival of more of the Arl's men.
Okay, so other origins pick up the Mabari after the fight in Ostagar, as you saw with my mage character. The human noble starts the game with him, so we get the Mabari through the Kokari Wilds, the Tower of Ishal, much earlier than any other origin would get access to him. And he's exactly the same as any of the other ones, we just get him earlier, so that's cool. Let's go talk to the cook.
There he is, as brazen as you please, licking his chops after helping himself to the roast, no doubt.
Actually, he was defending your larder from rats. Big ones.
What? Rats? Not the large grey ones?
They'll rip you to shreds, they will!
See, now you've gone and scared the servants. I expect those filthy things are dead.
Yes, the rats are dead. It's quite a mess, in fact.
Oh, I bet that dog led those rats into there to begin with.
Now, there's no winning with this woman.
Oh, don't even start with the sad eyes. I'm immune to your so-called charms. Here then, take these pork bits and don't say that Nan never gives you anything. Bloody dog. Thank you, my lady. Now we can get to work. That's right, you two. Quit standing about.
Cool. And with that, we have completed the quest. So now we need to go and find Fergus. Let's go do that. He is just past where we talked to our mother earlier. If I can remember where that is. It's over here. Okay, this room here is our room. I actually
It
don't
has
think
begun.
there's anything of interest in here at the moment. No, there's not. So let's just go talk to Fergus.
Is there really going to be a war, Papa? Will you bring me back a sword?
That sword, Oren. And I'll get you the mightiest one I can find, I promise. I'll be back before you know it.
I wish victory was indeed so certain. My heart is disquiet.
Don't frighten the boy, love. I speak the truth. And here's my little sister to see me off. Now dry your eyes, love, and wish me well.
Should I wait outside?
Stay. I'd like to say farewell.
You'll be missed, brother.
If it's any consolation, I'm sure I'll freeze in the southern rain and be completely jealous of you up here, warm and safe.
I am positively thrilled that you will be so miserable, husband.
Did you know there's a Grey Warden in the castle?
Really? Was he riding a griffin?
Shh, Oren. Griffins only exist in stories now.
I'd heard that. Did he say why he's come?
He says he's recruiting.
Oh? If I were a Grey Warden, little sister, I'd have my eye on you. Not that father would ever allow it.
I bring a message. Father wants you to leave without him.
Then the Owl's men are delayed. You'd think his men were all walking backwards. Well, I'd better get underway. So many Darkspawn to behead, so little time. Off we go then. I'll see you soon, my love.
I would hope, dear boy, that you plan to wait for us before taking your leave.
Be well, my son. I will pray for your safety every day you are gone.
A good shield would be more useful.
The Maker sustain and preserve us all. Watch over our sons, husbands and fathers, and bring them safely back to us.
And bring us some ale and wenches while you're at it. For the men, of course.
Fergus, you would say this in front of your mother?
What's a wench? Is that what you pull on to get the bucket out of the well?
A wench is a woman that pours the ale in a tavern, Oren. Or a woman who drinks a lot of ale.
Bryce, Maker's breath. It's like living with a pair of small boys. Thankfully, I have a daughter.
I'll miss you, mother dear. You'll take care of her, sister, won't you?
I'll just go already.
Enough, enough. Pup, you'll want to get an early night. You've much to do tomorrow.
Cool, and that also gave us a level up, as well as the codex for Darkspawn. Let's just clear these. We certainly do get a lot of codex entries in this origin story. Quite a variation of them as well, unlike the mage, for example, where they were all about mages. Sorry, I should say the Fade and magic. Here we get like culture, history, creatures, get a bunch of different ones. But anyway, again, don't feel the need to read them right now, so let's deal with this level up first. For that, I think I want strength mostly. Might just go up to 20 there and see what happens. And for the talent, we will grab Powerful. Powerful is always useful. Just a passive bonus there. Okay. Oh, there's Dyron. Clearly we spent the night together.
I'm sorry, I've been trying to quiet him, but he won't have it. I don't know why he's so angry.
Perhaps something is wrong.
I thought I heard yelling when I woke up, but now I hear nothing. Wait here. I'm going to see if there's something out in the hall.
And yeah, just like that, Dairon's dead. If it was Iron in your bed, same thing would happen to her. And if you don't sleep with either of them, then a random servant comes in and dies in the doorway. So either way, someone's dead. Actually, rather than fighting naked, let us put on some weapons. And the shield. Alrighty, that is good enough for now.
It shall be done.
As you can see, these are Hal's soldiers. So if you remember back to the conversation at the very start of the game when I pointed out Hal was rather annoyed to find a Grey Warden around, it seems to be it was because he had planned this attack on your castle. He was going to betray everyone, and was not pleased to find a Grey Warden present, because Grey Wardens are, after all, legendary warriors. Okay, with that, let us loot the chest here, just for a health potion, as well as the small trap. And let's go check on Fergus's family, see how they're doing this attack. Oh, well, I normally would, but that explains it. Okay, they're both down.
Darling, I heard fighting outside and I feared the worst. Are you hurt?
Those men killed Dairon.
What? Not Landra's son. But why? Her scream woke me up. There were men in the hall, so I barred the door. Did you see their shields? Those are Hal's men. Why would they attack us?
His betrayed father. He attacks while our troops are gone.
You don't think Hal's men were delayed? On purpose? That bastard. I'll cut his lying throat myself. Have you seen your father? He never came to bed.
Maybe he stayed up with Al Hal?
We must find him.
We should check on Oriana and Orin as well.
And trust his mercy. What if the soldiers went into your brother's room first? Let's check on them quickly. Then we'll look for Bryce downstairs.
Okay. Now we can loot them. Actually, you'll see your mother's joined the party. Oh, Dog's also got to level up. Don't forget to equip your mother with some weapons, because she doesn't start with any equipped. I believe she's actually an archer, so we'll give her the bow. And that looks like it. I will just double check that she's an archer. I think she is, though. Yep, she's got pinning shot, rapid shot, shattering shot. Awesome. Level up the dog. Now, as you will know from our main playthrough, the dog is a permanent companion, so do pay some attention to him when you're leveling up. We'll just do that for now. Okay, let's go check on my brother's family.
No! My little Orin! What manner of fiend slaughters innocents?
I'll make them pay.
How is not even taking hostages? He means to kill all of us. Oh, poor Fergus. Let's go, I don't want to see this.
In these origin stories, all of them certainly have some messed up things that happen. I do think this one, the human noble, is perhaps the most tragic. Like, what happens, you know,
Perhaps
just
we can salvage
political
some
betrayal and all that sort of stuff.
Some of your father's belongings are in that trunk.
Let's loot
It shall
this.
be done.
But like when you see the dead child, for example, and there's another scene later on that's also quite heartbreaking, in my opinion. Really just kind of drives it home how messed up this is. Okay, let's deal with the archers. That's him, and we'll do that. Yeah, that's not really to discount the other origin stories. This actually isn't my favourite one of them all. There's Leandra dead. And some of them have probably more messed up things, but in terms of heartbreaking, I do think this one takes the cake. Alright, now let's get out of here. By the way, I should say your mother is a warrior, like my own character is. She's not actually a rogue, so these locked chests, since I've chosen a warrior, we can't do anything about them. We've just got to keep moving on.
Can you hear the fighting? Hal's men must be everywhere.
Now this conversation is quite, well, not quite important, but it's kind of important. It can give you some extra content if you pick the right options. So ask her, what should we do?
The front gates. That's where your father must be.
And then you can say, is there nothing else we can do?
I have my treasury key. We could go there first and take the Cousland sword from the vault. If anything is worth fighting to keep out of Hal's hands, it's that sword. But it may be a dangerous path.
Then let's go to the treasury.
If Hal's men are inside, they must already control the castle. We must use the servants' entry in the larder to escape. Do you hear me?
I hear you.
Then let us be swift.
Okay, so choosing those options do give you the quest, the side quest to go to the treasury and retrieve the family sword. So let's go do that.
The castle has fallen! I'm getting out of here!
Now, if you have persuasion, you can persuade this guy to fight with you, so we'll do that.
My lady. Here they come!
He doesn't join you as another companion, but he does stay to help out in the fighting. Otherwise, he'll just run off. It doesn't really matter, but it is a nice touch.
To battle! We fight for our home!
Oh, it looks like my mother is in trouble, so let's give her a potion. Let's actually go help her out, because as an archer, she's not very good when people close the distance with her. Okay, I need a potion this time, but unfortunately I am stunned, which is really unfortunate right now.
I am here!
Have you no concern? To battle! We fight for our home!
Looks like that servant actually died. Not really surprised, he was fighting a lot of men by himself there. But as you can see, this fight's not necessarily actually that easy, especially given this is the start of the game. I was in danger of actually party wiping there for a little bit. Or at least myself and my mother. I guess the dog was actually doing alright, but you know. What room's this? This is the dining room.
More enemies ahead!
Rogues are really annoying with that dirty fighting skill. It's just like an instant stun. I realise I have my own stun, but dirty fighting really takes no time to perform, so it's really easy for them to just get a quick one off on you before you can even attempt to disable them. Using either Shield Bash or Pommel Strike in my case. Look, if we do Shield Bash, see, it took quite a bit longer than dirty fighting does. Okay. Save those guys. Chest is locked, that's fine.
It is begun. Very well.
In terms of structure of this origin story, It's also quite interesting because the first half is basically straight exploration with no danger whatsoever, and then the second half is pure fighting where every minute you're just trying to get through these enemies. And some of these enemies are quite annoying with skills like dirty fighting and pinning shot from the archers. Okay, that looks like everyone here for now.
I shall do it.
Okay, where are we actually going? We want the treasury, so we need to go this way. I'm going to save just in case.
We're getting close to the treasury. The Kuzlan family blade lies inside. Use that key I gave you. That blade cannot fall into Hao's hands.
Okay, well the guards are dead. That's not a great sign.
I shall do it.
There's no one in here right now, so let's loot this place.
It shall be done.
There's not just the sword, you can also loot these stands for some other stuff. Pretty good equipment really for this early in the game too. There we go, the family sword, which is +1 damage, +4 attack, so it's actually a really good early game weapon. As well as the Shield of Haever, which is also +4 attack, so another really good piece of equipment. Let's equip both of those. Do that. And can I use the shield right now? I can. Do notice it requires 20 strength though, so unless you've really been pumping up your strength like I have, you may not actually have the strength to use this. It's quite cool with the crest on the back. I will also point out, if you don't have the strength to use this shield, the Kuzlan Guard Shield's quite cool, just because I really like, again, that design on the back, which is the Kuzlan the sigil. But I can use this one, so let's do it. Okay. I'm sure once I leave this room, the guard's going to swarm me, so let's see. Yep.
How about you?
It shall be done.
Okay, I think that's everything. And now we're ready to go. So as our mother told us earlier, our final destination is probably the kitchen. But first let's head into the main hall. Oh, there is a mage here. My rule of thumb, always kill mages first. I'm sure you've heard me say it before. I'm almost certain to say it again. But if you don't kill them quickly, mages will be a real pain in the ass. So let's do this. There you go, she's down. Okay, sweet. There's Sir Gilmore, by the way. Severely injured, but I think Sir Gilmore is scripted so that he can't die in this fight, because he does have a few lines of dialogue once you win. Just one left by the looks of it, and he's down pretty quickly, yeah.
Go, man the gate. Keep those bastards out as long as you can. Your ladyship, my lady, you're both alive. I was certain Hao's men had gotten through.
They did get through.
They killed Oriana and Oren. I can't believe. Are you injured?
Don't worry about me, your ladyship. Thank the Maker you two are unharmed. When I realized what was happening, it was all I could do to shut the gates. But they won't keep Hao's men out long. If you've another way out of the castle, use it quickly.
Where's the Grey Warden?
I've no idea. You don't think he's involved in this, do you?
Perhaps he was sent to kill Bryce? Oh dear. Have you seen him?
When I last saw the Turn, he'd been badly wounded. I urged him not to go, but he was determined to find you. He went towards the kitchen. I believe he thought to find you at the servants' exit in the larder.
Bless you, Sir Gilmore. Maker watch over you.
Maker watch over us all.
Okay. And with that, we have our escape route. So we need to head to the kitchen, which is where, of course, we found the dog in the first place. Let's just check where that is. Up the top. So let's take this exit here. Autosave is never great. Well, it's fine. It just kind of means that shit's about to get real. Okay, looks like I have a couple of guards with me. Oh, that one's run off though. Right. Need to go this way.
Enemies approaching.
Note the guy with the big hammer is yellow text, so he is stronger than these other guys. I tend to recommend taking out the grunts first though before you deal with the boss. They fall a lot quicker and mean you're taking less damage when you are fighting the stronger opponent. Having said that, he's taking a bit of damage while I'm dealing with these little guys, so that's all good. Here we go. There we go. I'm done. Loot him. I believe there is a chance he can actually drop a... I think it's a unique helm, the Executioner's helm. I'm not going to reset to try and find it. It's honestly not a very good helmet anyway, but I do think there's a chance he drops that if you want to try and find it. Okay, let's go into the kitchen. Now I was talking about how heartbreaking I find this origin story. I think the scene through the door here is probably one of the most in the entire game, if I'm honest, so let's have a look.
There, you both are. I was
Bryce!
wondering when you would get here.
Maker's blood, what's happening? You're bleeding!
Hal's men found me first. Almost did me in right there.
Why is Hal doing this?
He can't get away with this. The king will...
Bryce, we must get you out of here.
I won't survive the standing, I think.
Then we will stay and defend you.
Once Hal's men break through the gate, they will find us. We must go.
Someone must reach Fergus. Tell him what has happened.
Hal must have something planned for him too.
Bryce, no. The servant's passage is right here. We can flee together, find you healing magic.
The castle is surrounded. I cannot make it.
I'm afraid the turn is correct. Hal's men have not yet discovered this exit, but they surround the castle. Getting past will be difficult.
You are Duncan, then? The Grey Warden?
Yes, your ladyship. The turn and I tried to reach you sooner.
My daughter helped me get here. Make her be praised.
I am not surprised.
Thank you for saving my father.
I fear your thanks are premature. I doubt I have saved him.
Whatever is to be done now, it must be quick. They are coming.
Duncan, I beg you. Take my wife and daughter to safety.
I will, your lordship. But I fear I must ask for something in return.
Anything.
What is happening here pales in comparison to the evil now loose in this world. I came to your castle seeking a recruit. The Darkspawn threat demands that I leave with one.
I understand.
Are you talking about me?
You fought your way to me through Hal's men. I think the Maker's intention is clear. I will take the Tyrna and your daughter to Ostagar, to tell Fergus and the king what happened. Then your daughter joins the Grey Wardens.
So long as justice comes to Hal. I agree.
Then I offer you a place within the Grey Wardens. Fight with us.
I accept your offer.
We must leave quickly then.
Bryce, are you sure?
Our daughter will not die of Howe's treachery. She will live and make her mark on the world.
Darling, go with Duncan. You have a better chance to escape without me.
Eleanor.
Hush, Bryce. I'll kill every bastard that comes through that door to buy them time. But I won't abandon you.
I love you both so much.
Then live, darling. Become a Grey Warden and do what is right.
I'm so sorry it's come to this, my love.
We had a good life and did all we could. It's up to our children now.
Then go, pup. Warn your brother. Know that we love you both. You do us proud.
They've broken through the gates. We must go now.
Goodbye, darling.
We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar.
Okay, as usual, I'll skip these cutscenes until we get to Kaelin.
You are Bryce's youngest, are you not? I don't think we've ever actually met.
Yes, Your Majesty, my name is Alyssa.
Your brother has already arrived with Highever's men, but we are still awaiting your father.
He's not coming. He died when the castle was taken.
Dead? What do you mean? Duncan, do you know anything about this?
Terran Cousland and his wife are dead, Your Majesty. Arl Howe has shown himself a traitor and overtaken Highever Castle. Had we not escaped, he would have killed us and told you any story he wished.
I can scarcely believe it. Well, how could he think he could get away with such treachery? As soon as we are done here, I will turn my army north and bring Howe to justice. You have my word.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
No doubt you wish to see your brother. Unfortunately, he and his men are scouting in the wilds.
But he may be in danger.
We are all in danger, my friend. Nothing can be done until your brother returns, and that will not be until the battle is over. I apologize, but there's nothing more I can do. All I can suggest is that you vent your grief against the Darkspawn for the time being.
As long as Arl pays, I'm happy.
I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different.
Okay, and then again we will skip the rest of this dialogue because it is the same for everyone.
What the king said is true. Yes, we should proceed with the
Okay, and with that we have completed the human noble origin. As usual, we will have a quick look at the achievement we just got, and then we will end the episode. So let's have a quick look at that. Player profile. The last of your line completed the human noble origin story. And kind of the dangling thread there from the origin story is Fergus Cousland, your brother. Kind of what happens to him, because he clearly survived the massacre at the castle. I will say now, you don't really find out what happened to him until basically the very end of the game, I think, is when it's actually confirmed. So, I will try and bring that up when it comes about. But, basically, yeah, this is the human noble origin. And with that, we have completed this origin story. So, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.